Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Work It Wednesday and we are going to be working on this wonderful fairy girl from Nori Art Color. This is an AI assisted and hand reworked piece of art that we will be coloring today. We did color one from her earlier this week and did the little fairy house, and of course I put the rainbow background on it. We are using the Colleen colored pencils. They are the pencil of the week. These are available on Amazon as well as other places. Hello, Bee. Hello, Tucko. Hello, 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 Dawn. Hello, everybody out there in Lurkerville. I hope you are all doing well today. Hello, Alicia. Nice to see you. Thank you. I think that that one turned out very nicely. Her skin tone has turned out very nicely so far. And now I've got too much, hold on a sec, got too much light coming in from the window, so I had to drop it down a notch. Hello, Pamela. So I hope everyone is doing well on this wonderful Wednesday. Wednesday, the middle of the week. It's already half over. Hello, Brooke. Welcome, everybody. So we're going to be continuing on her today. I'm hoping to get her majority finished. Yes, I saw that. It was like, I hope that's a good thing. I think it turned out perfect for it. You know, it gave it that washed out rainbowy kind of feel to the sky behind the fairy house. Oh, I'm sorry you have a headache, Dawn. I hope it goes away. Hello, Lynette. I will try not to be extremely loud. You might want to turn down the volume. I don't want to make your head worse. All right. So I'm going to switch on over to the close-up camera. We might as well get started here. And we're going to just start to color. So I have a lot of light coming through the windows, so hopefully it's not too washed out. Yes, both of them are grayscale coloring pages. Yours will not look like mud. It'll look fantastic. The great thing about that process is you can do whatever shapes you want. You don't have to do a rainbow. You can just do whatever you want. Spray it down and, you know, put it in there, which is really kind of cool. All right, so we're going to do her eyes first because they're bothering me. So we're going to start with number 314. And we're going to do the shadowy areas. And hopefully you can see it. Trying not to cover too much of the eye because we want to put another color in there. And then we're going to go with 311. And then finally, we're going to go in with a little bit of 310 as well. And we're just going to blend that together. And then we're going to get our black, which is already been used, so it's in the pencil holder. Just got to grab the right one. I don't want to grab a green or something. Because, of course, I didn't put them in color order. I just shoved them into the pencil holder when I was done with them. This one here. And then we're going to take a little bit of gray. Alrighty, not a problem, Dawn. I hope you feel better. I stream on Monday night for 2 hours, Wednesday evening for 2 hours, and then Saturday morning for 2 hours. And then we're going to grab our white. And I'm going to use the Prisma white because it is one of the brightest whites I have. Then we're going to add a little bit of pink. Just going to add a little bit more gray into here. Like so. I know that they sell the individuals at Michael's. And Amazon sells them in multiples. There we go. All right, now we're going to start on her hair. And I've got a couple of different ideas in my head for her hair, so I'm going to make a decision here. I'm going to start with number 500. Thank you, Emily. And hello. Welcome, welcome. So I'm just going to put a light layer of the 500 on her hair. Now, there are a bunch of doodads here, so I'm going to try to avoid them, but still get all the hair. And yes, I know this is a bit of a green. I'm going to try to do the hair as a gold. So hopefully it works out. Hello, Shirley. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Amy. Welcome. So this is just the base coat. So I'm just putting it everywhere in a very, very light layer, missing all of the little doodads that are in her hair. Yeah, it's Wednesday, so I always do much better on Wednesday. Get to see all you guys. Yes, the cardstock handles both quite well. Um, I do find that with certain pencils, it has some issues, but I tend to lean towards the Nina cardstock for most of my printing. I don't use it for alcohol marker as much, but I do try to do that on either a really thick um, cover stock or an alcohol marker paper. I just find that the markers blend better that way. Just going to make sure I get all her hair, even the hair down here. It's flowing behind her. And I do believe that is a part of her cape there as well as here. All right, so just going to move this back into position for you. Now we're going to start with some of the golden colors, some of the browns. So the number 507, and we're going to come in to those shadows. I'm just following the grayscale and flicking the hair through. Yes, sleep is very important. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're going to relax in color. Just following that darker tones. Thank you. Yeah, that was something that Jen showed me on I think it was TikTok, or it may have been a um, Instagram video. And I'll have to go back and look at it and remember to credit the person that did the original video. But it was very cool and it worked out great. It was just as quick as coloring it myself, but it gave it that lovely watercolor look. Yes, yes, sleep is very important. I'm just going to sharpen this pencil. I need it a little bit sharper than it is. Get into those shadow areas. I'm going to be going into those shadow areas with a darker color as well. Flick, 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 flick. I'm going to have some hair flicking today. It looks like a lot of hair, but it's actually not because I've cut the picture down in size. Hello, Celine. You did not. You did not. I know our time change is hard on you. You think you know what time everything is, and then suddenly it's all either an hour early or an hour late. And I hope I said hello, Yana. I'm sorry if I did not. Oh, and Pamela, if you're still here, I did get your Facebook message. I just have to get together with you and actually talk to you about it. So after stream, if you want to pop into the Discord, I will be in the Discord after stream, and we can figure that out. It was very telepathic because I thought I said it, but I may not have. Sometimes I think I say something and then I go, did I really say that or did I just think about saying that? That's why I tend to repeat myself sometimes. I have to go through and erase that off of the wing area there. I got a little bit of the brown on her wing. Just going to make sure that we erase that before we forget. Okay, now we're going to go in with a really dark brown, which is in here. So I don't think that's the darkest, though. I think this is, let's see, yes. And we're just going to do the darker areas. Establishing those shadows. Oh no! A good afternoon, Della. Yeah. And then you have some that don't change time at all, like Tammy, where Tammy is, they don't change time. I don't know. Celine, I don't think you have the time zone change either, do you? I can't remember if you do. Yeah, I think you do. You do the time zone change thing. But you guys fall back an hour, right? You guys fall back an hour and then it becomes all normal. Yeah. They're working on it. Hopefully they actually come to an agreement on it this year. Would be nice. put a sharper tip on that. And I'm going to move it down a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. All right. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's to eliminate the falling back and springing forward. So we'll just have the spring forward time all year round. So instead of falling back in the fall, that if it gets passed this year, we're not going to have to do that. So, which is fine with me. Yeah, after I'm done with all of the dark areas, I'll be going back over it with a lighter color, blending that all together, which will add the highlights. Thank you, Celine. All right, Bee, good night and have a wonderful sleep, dear. And thank you so much for stopping in. Sorry, had it moved up too far. I have itch on my face. going to come back down through this side here now with that darker color. Through here. All right. Come up through here a little bit. And then back down. Just want to make sure I have all of the dark areas filled in with both the medium brown and the dark brown. All right. Yes, absolutely. Now down here, I'm going to use that same green yellow for the shadowed areas. So anywhere that is shadowy, I'm going to use the green yellow. For the highlight area, and then we'll use a brighter color in the areas that aren't shadowed. Hello, Yuna, and hello, Christina. Welcome, welcome. And now we're going to add a light yellow. So I'm going to add number 411. That's 400. Yeah, 400 will do. So I'm going to add number 400. For our highlight areas, our brighter highlight areas. so. Awesome. You should eat more than a baked potato, though. Just saying. Awesome. Swatching is always good. And Hello Kitty, come on. Who couldn't color that? Alright, so we're almost done with her hair. And then we'll move on to her dress, and then we'll do a little bit more on the doodaddy things. So her jewelry and that sort of thing. So I'm going to do her dress first because her jewelry I'm going to be using stickles and that sort of thing on. So I'm going to do that last. Alright. So there she is on the hair and that sort of thing. I'm going to do her eyebrows. I'm going to sharpen this. And then we're going to do her eyelashes as well. Get that out of the way. And then this one as well. And there we have her face mostly done. And her hair. We're just got her jewelry to do, and that's fine there. We're going to work on that afterwards. Now for her outfit, we're going to work in tones of purple. So I need 709, which I think is already out. No. I just got to find it. Pretty sure it was already out. does not. So this is the darkest purple we're going to use, and we're going to use it in her shadow areas. And it looks kind of blue to you guys, but it's a blue purple. And once we add the lighter purples to it, it will tone it down quite a bit. It's coming up in to all those shadowy areas under her neckline. And the embellishments on her clothes. I assume it's a dress. No, I have not. Hello, Fotis. Welcome, welcome. I have not used nail polish. I have used a clear acrylic paint and things like that, but I have not used nail polish. So I'm just getting all of that shadow color in there, in between the embellishments. So we're going to do all this ribbing on the dress in gold. So I'm going to try not to get too much of the purple on it. So far I'm not succeeding all that well. Don't mind me, I'm in the concentration zone trying to make sure I don't cover things up that shouldn't be covered up. I'll look up in just a minute here. This is all the fiddly stuff. Yes, yes, I do too. I do find that grayscale is a lot quicker to finish because the direction is already there. Well, I find good grayscale is quicker to finish. Sometimes some of the darker grayscale I find is harder to finish because you have to go over it so many times to eliminate the heavier black grayscale lines. Transitions, I guess they would be called. Alright. Yeah, yeah, I do too. Sometimes I do that and I lose the a bit of the detail, and normally the part that I always lose is the important part of the detail. So I am very careful when I do that and when I decide what pictures I'm deciding to do that on, because I don't want to lose the detail. All right, so there's her top done with the gray with the shadows. Now we're going to move into her shirt part. Now the dark part is going to be, the darkest part is going to be here on her sleeves. The ruffles I'm going to do in a different color. Still in the purples, which is covering us for Shannon's prompt for the purple. And of course the leaves in her hair and on her dress will cover us for leaves. And of course, because there's a lot of jewelry and metallics on here, we're also going to be using stickles, which covers us for stickles. So pretty much all of Shannon's prompts are going to be covered in this one picture, which is awesome. And then of course we're going to also do the cloak in the same colors that we're going to do the ruffles. So, yeah. All right, so this part here. Stickles is glitter glue. It is a embellishment tool that we use to make things shiny and sparkly. I will be showing you here in a little while, depending upon how much we get done today. All right, now the next color that I'm going to use is trying to decide here. 702. And I think I saw that in here. There it is. Maybe 703. What's 703? No, it's a little bit too red. And we're just going to go right over top of our darkest color here. And we're just going to extend it out into the highlight area. I want all the stickles too. Yes, yes. Avoid the stickles area. They will get you, and you will be spending a lot of money if you don't avoid the stickles area. Because they're pretty. They're hard to avoid if you like sparkles. If you enjoy sparkles, yes, I want and need all the stickles too. So just extending out that dark area. All right. Now we're going to come in and do all of our fiddly areas. Yeah, stickles just makes everything shiny. It just makes it all sparkly. You put it over top of your pencils after you're done with the pencil part if you want something to glitter, like fairy wings or gems, jewels, that sort of thing. They're not a necessity, but they are, you know, a little bit shinier than a gel pen, and they have some dimension to them, so you can make them stand up a little bit and give a bit of a dimension to your gems and things like that. Make them stand up a little bit higher. Hello, Catherine. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come out this way a little bit more. Like so. Alright, now we're going to use, so that one was 702. So now we want 701 to finish it off. Well, you are a stronger person than I. Because, yeah. I did not stop at just one. Just saying. So blend that all together. Like so. Just going to make sure I put down enough color for the blender to grab hold if I need to blend it with a blender. Grab the 702. Just going to build that color up just a little bit. And 709. And then back to the 702. And then the 701. Same thing up here. We're going to add our dark. Yeah, it's an issue. The problems are real. The addiction is high in this one. I won't say how many I have. I don't have any well, I have a couple of duplicates. I'm not going to lie. but they're duplicates of a different brand. Because I wanted to try out two different brands. Yes, yes, you do like your sparkles. You are correct. You have so many different sparkly things, and then you make your own glitter glue on top of it. And yes, there are still more colors. All right. So that's the purple that we're going for her dress. Now I'm going to readjust myself here because my leg is starting to fall asleep. All right, so now we're going to go in with the 701. And we're just bringing all those colors together. Aw, happy birthday! 15 is such a hard age. Just reestablishing that dark shadow area. Yeah, they do. They grow up way too fast. The great thing is they grow up really fast and then they don't leave home. So, yeah, it's not like you ever go without them. Not nowadays, anyway. They just get attitudes and say, I'm an adult now, you can't tell me what to do. Yeah, it took me a week, just saying, just to go through my pencils. It took me a week. And And that was at the start of my channel. That's not even now. Yeah, good luck with that. That's when they claim they don't like being an adult anymore and move on. Go back to their rooms. Okay, I missed this one with the medium tone, so I'm just going to go in and re-add that. And then blend it in with the lighter tone here. Yes, that is difficult. Absolutely. Definitely don't do anything that's going to hurt you. Hello, Jen. Good of you to make it, dear. I hope you had a wonderful day in the church group of wonderful girls of yours. I was thinking, where were all my mods? And then I remembered it was Wednesday. They're all at church. No, the Amazon ones aren't fake. You would definitely have to be careful, where you buy from. But Amazon does have less overhead than Michael's. So a lot of things in Amazon are going to be cheaper than in Michael's or sometimes even Hobby Lobby, physical stores. Amazon is going to be cheaper than a physical store. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had any. I've seen lots of fake Prismas, but I don't think I've ever seen any fake Polys, but you never know. Yeah, and the thing is that when COVID hit and the adult coloring became very popular, um, prices for most art supplies tripled. So you're also paying for that interest increase. So when things get more interest in them, the prices for them go up. So When they're selling more, they jack the prices for you because people will pay more. Yeah, I have full set syndrome. I need the full set and I need it now. Although I did do that with the light fast because they didn't have a full 100 set of the light fast until after I had to build them up. I started off with the 72 set and built them up to the 100. Okay. Because I didn't want to buy a box that was overpriced. All right. Just building that color up and getting all of the, well, most of the white tooth filled in. The more color you have down on the page, the easier it is to blend with a blender because the more the blender has to move and has to work with. If you leave a lot of white spot and you find that your blender isn't working, it's just peeling the pencil off the page, you don't have enough pencil down for it to move around. Yep. Yeah, sometimes it's just cheaper to build them up. Sometimes when you find them on sale, really, really good deal, then it's cheaper just to buy the whole set. All right, I think that's that side. Now we're going to finish her sleeve here and then we'll move on to the other colors for her outfit. Yeah, I think all the lines have the same colors in them, just different nibs. Different types, other than, like the acrylic line or that sort of thing. The alcohol line is all the same colors, just different nibs. I do believe. I'm not positive on that because I don't have a lot of them. I just have the pastel set. I don't use a whole bunch of marker. Yep, exactly. That is so true. But you use markers a lot more than I do too, so I have so many markers in the house now that I really don't need any more at this point. I gotta use up the ones I got before they all dry out. Yeah. Markers are fun to use, especially if you want to color something fairly quickly. You can definitely do a marker base and then add colored pencil on top of it. Which does give a very bright, colorful look. As you probably saw with the Rainbow Girl. Alright, now we're going to take our Caran d'Ache blender and going the opposite way that I colored. Just going to blend that in a bit. Make sure that I don't need to add any more color. I'm going to turn my page slightly. I need to have to sharpen my blender just to get into those tighter areas. Hello, Blue. Thank you. No, she cried. She cried when they showed up. Full set syndrome with the Wink Estella. I really want those. And I will someday. I have the bullet nib ones, so I really don't need the brush ones. I have the brush set of the Spectrum Noir, and they work the same way. So, and I know I shouldn't have just done that, but that's okay. Brushes, people, brushes. I know. I keep on forgetting to use mine. I use a little bit more pressure than I do when I color, and I go in the opposite direction. Like if I color in circles this way, I go in the opposite direction this way to fill in that white spot. once the white spot is filled in, I just touch up where I need to. Like so. All right, now for the next layer of clothing, which is the cloak and these areas down here and the cuffs up there. Now we're going to start going into a paler purple, so we're going to start off with 702 as our base, like as our light shadow tone. So this is a part of her cloak here. And this is going to be the darkest color that we use for the ruffles and the cloak. Alright, now we're going to come down in the ruffles. I sharpen this up. That is very, very true blue. Very, very true. I have received some of the best gifts from people that I've met through the channel and through the Discord and the internet, and all of them are just so special to me. Alright, just putting in that dark shadow. Okay, and I don't know what I did there, but obviously I printed something off that shouldn't be there. But that's okay. We'll just ignore it. I'm not sure what I printed off there. Probably just the Nori Art logo was there and it just printed it really dark. Alright. Oh, sorry, Shannon. I didn't realize I was out of frame. Alright. And then this side here. And we're coming down through here with our dark shadow tone for the cloak. Again, we're using number 702 as well as the dark color for the ruffles here. Aw, that's so sweet, Blue. That's a keeper. Exactly, Shannon. Depending upon if I'm doing a finishing blend or just a blend and then I'm going to add more color. If I'm doing a full finishing blend, I'll put a lot of pressure on it. If I'm just doing a blend to see if I can add more color or if I need more color, I do it fairly medium weight on it. Okay, this to be a little darker in here as well. All right, now for our medium color, which is going to be 701. Oh, sorry. I need the dark color down in here. There we go. She's got a curve in her shirt there. I'm going to sharpen this. I do with when I use pan pastels or a pastel base, but I don't with colored pencils, no. Alright, I'm going to move down here, and then we're going to move into the shadows here and do the details in her shoulder pads here. I have never done that, so. How did that turn out, Shannon? I don't remember seeing it. But I also don't use Prismas a whole lot, so it's not something I would have tried either, so. Yeah, the only time I use a fixative is if I'm using a soft pastel. You are fine, Shannon. You can answer. All right. Yes, I can just imagine that. Prismas are so soft. That texture of the acrylic paint would just gobble them up. I'm just going to turn the page just a little bit here so I can get to the details here. Extending the shadows. Hello, Marilyn. Absolutely. I hope that you have a wonderful dinner. I will be making cheeseburgers after stream. Just going through again, just adding that number 701 into our shadows, into the folds, extending that darker color out. Alright, now for the lightest color, we are going to use 700, which I do believe is still in here. Yep. I start up here. Blending all those colors together with the 700. Coming down off the cloak as well. And I missed the back side of the cloak here with the 701. This is a ruffle going down her sleeve. And this is her cloak. And we just take our darker color and just feather into it, softening up that line there. Re-adding any color that we need to re-add. Like so. Thank you, Shannon. I do have the Artex. I have both the Artex 72 as well as the 120. And as Shannon just posted, I do have some review videos as well as some coloring videos of them. Most of my review videos are done on Fridays, so if you have any ones that you want to look at, more than likely they're done on a Friday. So yeah, polychromos are awesome. Yeah, you gotta be careful where you order them from because you can end up with a completely shattered box of pencils, and that just sucks. It's heartbreaking when you get them like that. All right, we're just gonna do that line there and this line here, like so. All right, so there we have her dress done. We're going to be doing the sleeve bands here and up in here in golds. So I'm going to start off with the same color I started off with for her hair. Yeah, the Holbein set actually came down as well. I think the 300 Holbein set is like $296 right now. They're on my deals of the day list. And I missed an entire area of cloak here, so I'm just going to fill that in. Like so. And then same with here. And I am going to come over these with some glitter glue. So I'm not worried about making sure that they're completely perfect. Just want them to have some color so that when I go over them with the glitter glue that they will show the reflect the colors properly. Alright, now we're going to take just a touch of a darker brown. So I need, just trying to find the one I need here. This one. 508. And we're just going to do the shadowy areas. Yeah. Yeah, just gotta watch the prices of things, and they do come down. You just gotta be ready to jump when they do. Sorry if I'm going quiet, just doing detail work, so paying attention to where I'm putting this pencil. Hello, Emily, welcome back. Lurk away. Again, going through with the 500, blending that in. Now we're going to do the same thing for her neck piece here. Maybe debating. Let's do this part first, because this part I'm going to do in the gold glitter as well. Nice. Jerry's Artorama has some great deals as well, so it's another one to keep an eye on, that and Dick Blick's. I think it's just called Blick's now. They have some great deals too. I do prefer Jerry's though. I have had some shipping issues with Blick's. All right. Enjoy the evening, Amy. I hope you get some rest and feel better. Nothing worse than being in pain. That always sucks. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes they do, absolutely. Sometimes they definitely do have a bad sense of timing. It's like, but I wanted them, but I can't afford them, so oh well. They'll be back. That's the great thing is it's never a once in a lifetime deal. Sooner or later, they're on sale again. My worst thing is when they go on sale less than a good sale that I thought I had just gotten, and 2 weeks later they go on sale for less. That always bugs me. Or I finally break down and buy something and then suddenly they're on sale. That always irritates me. All right, now we have 508. We're going to put in that gold shadowy detail. Oh, my dishwasher is singing to me. So that means I have work to do when I get out of here as well. So I'm going to try to finish up the gold areas on her dress before we go today. And I just want to remind you all that with the time change on Saturdays, there is no longer an hour break between me and Tammy. So if you watch Amazon Tammy, remember that right after the stream on Saturdays, Tammy starts to stream. So if Tammy is streaming that day, usually it's going to be right after me at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard. It's usually 1, but we jumped ahead. So. All right. Like I said, I am going to go through and be adding some stickles and some glitter to these areas so they will be all shiny. I was hoping to get to some stickles today, but I don't think we're going to. Not typically. I do enjoy using them for the metals, but I also enjoy using just regular pencils too. I do like making them glittery though. For example, these bands, if I was going to only do colored pencil on them, I would do the same thing that I'm doing now. However, I would use some yellows, some brighter yellows on the highlight areas. And would be more concerned of where the shadow areas are. Absolutely. No, I have a firm belief that we're all here to learn from each other, and we're all here to enjoy each other's company. So I am happy to promote anybody's channel that has a channel that wants to be promoted. Because I watch some of the best YouTube artists, and I subscribe to quite a few of them, and I think they should all be promoted. Like there's Shannon, there's Divisa, there's so many. B, let's see, who else do I subscribe to? Tanya, Angela. So Tanya is Appetite for Coloring. Angela is True Hue. Of course, Shannon is Shani Blue. Crafting with Shani Blue there. And of course, there's Amy. Divisa is DJ's Colorful Escape. So many absolutely wonderful, wonderful colorists that I've learned from throughout the years, as well as enjoyed watching do so many different things that have enabled me to buy so many different things. I do not avoid using them. I just don't use them very often. I find that sometimes the metallic pencils have a little bit too much of a silver tinge to them, or a brown tinge. Like if I want gold, I sometimes tend to shy away from using a metallic pencil just for the metallic. I will use the color and mix, but I don't tend to um, just use straight metallic pencils. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, it's better to point people in the right direction for things that they want to learn about than to sit there and go, well, I don't know, so you don't get to know. That's just an odd way to look at things. Is we're here to share each other's joy and share each other's talents, and how are you supposed to do that if you don't share each other? That's my opinion of it anyway. Of course, we have Miss Pamela there as well, which is A View is a View. She has a beautiful channel as well. So if you want to, of course, subscribe to any of these people, please feel free to do so. All right, so I'm going to do the neckline, and then I think we're going to call it a day. I don't want to. I haven't got nearly as much done as I wanted to. So I'm going to do this all in the gold. Up through here, as well as the connection to this area here. Now I'm assuming these are her wings. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming they're her wings. So I will be going over this area with some clear glitter as well. I'm just adding a little bit of gold to those areas. And tomorrow during Art Therapy Thursday, I will work on the rest of the jewelry and that sort of thing and try to finish this off. If I don't get it done tomorrow, I will continue it, of course, on Finish It Friday and try to have it all done before Saturday. I do have some yard work that needs to be done tomorrow, so we will see how much I get done. It may just be a speed color tomorrow and that sort of thing, because quite literally I'm going to use the same purples up here in her rose, and then of course the greens mixture here in her flowers. All of these little doodads here are all going to be this gold as well. And then I will add the stickles and liquid pearls to the rest of her jewelry. Yeah, it all depends upon on the phone and that sort of thing. I personally have not ever recorded with my phone, so I would not know. I'm going to switch you over to the main camera here so you can see what we've got done so far. And I'm going to adjust that just a little bit here. There we go. That's better. All right, so we've got her skin done and we've got her clothing done. We're going to get the little doodads in her hair all done tomorrow, and then we will be adding the glitter and that sort of thing as well. Yeah, mine too. Shyla, stop. I know what time it is. And she's telling me what time it is, guys. Yeah, no, unfortunately in Oregon it is going to be a nice day tomorrow, and I have a hole to fill because Miss Shyla has dug a hole and keeps on falling down the stairs and landing in the hole. So I have to fill that in so that she could stop hurting herself. So me and the boys will be out doing some yard work tomorrow and filling in a hole. Of course, below the video is the links for Nori Art Etsy. This is, again, AI assisted and hand reworked works of art by Nori Art Colors. Next week we will be featuring our very own from our Facebook group, our Noam Levi, and we will be coloring her work all of next week. So I will try to finish her up tomorrow during our Art Therapy Thursday. And of course on Friday I've got a couple of things to show you, and thank you. Yes, the other page is one that we just finished on Monday and Saturday, and that is our wonderful little fairy house. I forgot to cut off the bottom here where I messed up because I didn't leave the bottom long enough, but that is our little fairy house with the rainbow behind it. All right, guys, with that, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, thank you all very much for watching. You have a fantastic day and a wonderful rest of your week. Until next time, bye-bye for now, everyone.